Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. So today I'm going to be talking about Turo and pricing, right? So if you don't know what Turo is and you're thinking, what is that? Go ahead, go on Google, type in Turo. That way you can check out the website and you'll see that's a car sharing platform, meaning if you own a vehicle, you can go ahead and put it on the platform and let people rent it out. So think of Airbnb, right? But just with a car. People can go on this website, they can book your car, they'll use it for however long they need it, and you'll get money for that. So that's how it works. Now, a lot of people already know about this and they're already on the Toro platform. Maybe you're watching this and you're one of those individuals that's already on Toro, but you need a little bit of help. So what I've started is a Patreon course. So that way it's going to basically be a community with a lot of people from Toro, and it's a community where you can come and ask questions because a lot of people are doing Toro and they're new, right? They have a lot of questions. So it's going to be basically a community where everyone can help each other. But also, because you're doing Toro, I'm thinking, hey, your mindset is having additional source of income, starting a business, right? You probably want to make more money. So we're also going to talk about other things. We're not just going to solely talk about Toro, but we are going to also talk about Toro for the ones in there that are on Toro and need help. I think this is a great idea. So if you're interested, go in the description box, check out the link. Also, if you want to know everything I use for Toro, I put a link in there as well so you can see my no smoking stickers, um, car cleaning products, all the things I use for my fleet that make my life easier. So definitely go check that out, even if you're new or already on Toro. Now, let's get into it. Today, I wanted to talk about pricing. Okay. Actually, before I get into it, I forgot something. I would like, if you have any questions for you, leave comments down below. Have gotten comments before. People sometimes want me to reply quicker. I have to let you know, I make the videos usually at night and then I just set them to go out. So if you see that the video goes out and it's just been out for a little bit, I actually did the video the day before, and I have a 9 to 5. I'm doing a lot of things, so I usually can't get back to everybody as quickly. Sometimes I get back to people really quickly if it happens to be my day off or I'm looking at my phone, but sometimes it'll be a few hours later. So I try to get back to everybody within 24 hours. If for some reason I missed you, just remind me and I'll definitely get back to you. But my goal is to get back to everyone within 24 hours. So if I didn't get back to you uh, right away, don't think that I forgot about you. I'm gonna do my best to get back to you. But if for some reason I missed anyone, just remind me. But leave me questions down below, leave me some comments. If you find the video helpful by the time you get to the end, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. That way you're informed of every time I upload a new video. Now let's get into it. If you're doing Toro, pricing is going to be super important. Now, I'm not going to know what car you have. I don't know what your car payments are. I don't know if you pay cash, right? I'm not going to know that. But what I'm going to help you to figure out, what you can book, whatever car it is that you have on the platform, is by going on the website, right? And especially since I don't know where you live, you need to put in the make and model in year. So basically, wherever the area that you live that you're going to be having the car, uh, available for rent, you want to see your competition. So everybody that has that car that you have, what is it going for? Now, this does change, right? So there's going to be weekends that's more expensive, holidays, depending on the month, but this gives you a good idea. So right now we're in the summer. If you're thinking I'm joining Toro or I'm getting Pacific vehicle for Toro, you can see what they're going for right now in May, right? And if I'm just going to throw a random number, let's pretend you're getting a Cadillac Escalade, right? Cadillac Escalade, if you're getting a brand new one, it's about $100,000 vehicle. Your payments are definitely, if you're financing and putting a low down payment or no down payment, it's going to be over $1,000, right? So you're going to need that car to go out X amount of days at a certain price to cover that payment and make a profit. And you also need to take in consideration that if something were to happen to that vehicle, it's involved in a car accident, there's a recall, even though it's new, there's an issue with it. You got to take it to the shop and get it repaired under warranty, but it's going to take a few days. You got to think, okay, if something happens to this vehicle, can I cover the payment if it's not getting booked? Because if it gets in an accident, especially a lot of these new vehicles, a lot of the parts, believe it or not, they're on back order, meaning they'll take the body shop longer to get the parts. So your car could be sitting, you know, it's not unheard of for your car not to be available for a month or two. Can you cover those bills? So make sure you're getting a car, you have a car that you're putting on the platform that you can cover the payments if you can book it out. But again, you want to see what it's going for. So if you see, like in this example, we're using an Escalade going for $100 a day, right? You want to click on that on the different profiles because you want to check multiple profiles, not just one profile. You want to see a few different profiles on Turo in the area that you live, and you want to look at the numbers. So on the calendar where you'll see the numbers on the website, you'll see little lines. Now, when you see the line through the number, that can mean a few different things. Sometimes it can mean that the person made it where the car's not available because maybe it's at the shop, they're using it, whatever it may be, it's just not available. But it also means that the car's booked. Now, usually what I'll do is I'll check the comments. If I see that the person has recent up-to-date comments and I see you know, yeah, basically that's what it is. If I see the comments are up to date, I'm gonna use those lines as an indicator that the car is booked, that it's active, that's why I see the line. So I count them. Now, it's not foolproof method because it could have up-to-date comments and something happened and now it's unavailable, but I use that, right? I look at the dates, I look at the trips, and I look at those lines. If I see that, let's say it has 10 lines, right? And it's $100 a day. I'll say, okay, they're bringing in about $1,000. That might be good. That be not be good, right? Obviously, if my car payment's $1,000 and the car only brings in $1,000, that's not good, right? You want it to bring in a lot more. So basically, those are just some of the things I do to get an idea what the car goes worth and helps me also price it because I need to see what other people in my area are booking the same car at to be competitive as well, right? Because if everyone's booking their Escalades at $100 and I come and I book it at 200, who's going to book mine, right? Probably no one's really going to book mine. I would have to get really lucky, so you want to be competitive within in the range. If I see that the pretty much everyone's listing them at $100, then I want to be within that $100 or 95. But that gives you an idea because some people will go just rush. Hey, I want to do Toro. They go buy the car. They have no idea what they can rent the car out for. That could be a big problem, right? And then they can end up not making any money on Toro. And then what's the point? So I know that people go on there for different reasons. Some people go there just to offset your payment. No matter what your reason is for going on Toro, I'm always going to say, hey, why don't you try and make money? Even if you're like, hey, I just want to go there to offset my payment on my vehicle. Hey, imagine being able to pay that payment completely and make it a little bit of extra money. Always try and make money. But if you are thinking about getting on Toro and you don't know the pricing and you want to get some help on the pricing, that's how I do it. That's what I suggest. Now, at the end of the day, you have to make a decision for yourself on how to do this. I'm just letting you know what I do, my tips, and how I've been able to be successful on the platform. And that's a tip that I'm providing. I don't know if it'll work for you. It's worked for me. So at the end of the day, you need to make the decision on that. But anytime I go buy a car or I put a car on there before I get into that car, I check on Toro. I see what that car is going for. I take those numbers and then I do the math and say, can this car make me a profit, right? And even by doing that, it's not full guarantee that you're going to make a profit because remember, everything there's a risk, but it increases your odds of having success on the platform, right? Because if I go on the platform, I see the cars in the area that I'm thinking about getting is not bringing in enough money at the rates, now I'm not even going to buy the car. I'm not even going to get into it because I don't want to roll the dice if I'm already seeing like, hey, the daily rate on this car, it doesn't even cover the payment. So that's how I've done it. That's how I've had success. Let me know some questions down below what you think about that. If you haven't done so, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate you watching and check out the description box. I got some useful links on there for you.